Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I think when this episode airs, it'll probably be very close to the fall, like the first day of fall. Because I think the first day of fall is like mid-September or like near the end, like September 22nd or something like that. So my shiny crystal of the week is the seasons, specifically the fall. Well, first of all, let's talk about these little. So at Florid Media, Jay has the best snack bar ever. That I've been in many green rooms in my life. I have been in, lots of green rooms. So lots of waiting areas. Well, he has so much candy and chips and all this other stuff. He's got Asian, Chinese specifically. He's got Chinese candy. So this is Chinese Skittles, because what happened was I was eating these everything bagel chips and I'm like, oh my God, I need something sweet to like get that out of my taste. So I went and got these little Skittles. So the reason why I think these are kind of cool is because they're, in like other countries, they don't fill it with all the shit that we have here. So apparently, I can't read it. It's literally in Chinese, so I can't read what it says. But I'm going to taste it and see if it tastes a little different than the Skittles here in the United States. So let's see. I always smell everything. I'm like my dog. Wow, the blue is even... Wow, the color is even really different. The blue here is like a teal. Oh my God. So now I'm chomping like a llama in you guys' ear. Oh my God, this is so good. I haven't had like straight up candy, like I have my baked goods, but I haven't had like candy like this. Like, oh my God, to me. Those are so good. It really did the job. It got that everything bagel out of my mouth. Chinese Skittles are the shit. Oh my goodness gracious. I wish I knew what flavors they were. Chinese writing is so incredible to me. Like, could you imagine having to draw a picture for every fucking letter that you're writing? Like, I mean, talk about like a commitment. I mean, each letter is literally a picture. It's a fucking design. Like, I can't draw for shit. How did that? Yeah, like I'm looking at this right now. You have that's commendable. Oh my God, like Chinese people, like that is so commendable. Like that is like admirable. Like you literally draw a picture for each letter. I can't even like fathom the idea of that. So I am bravo to you, seriously. Anyway, I could eat that whole bag right now, so we're just going to move on from that. Let's put our little Skittles right there. So the shiny crystal, the seasons, fall specifically, we'll start with the fall. The reason why the seasons are really something special is because it gives you a little bit of everything. It's like a hot platter, you know? It's like you go to the restaurant, you know what? I don't want just mozzarella sticks. I want some calamari, some baked clams, some mozzarella stick, a little bit of oreganata, like you want a little bit of taste of everything. So when you have the seasons, it's like you're getting a hot platter, The fall, you get that crisp air, the beautiful colors in the trees. Even though I always found that weird, like when we love autumn and we look at the trees, because the reason why they're turning those beautiful colors because they're dying. Like they're literally suffocating. They're losing the oxygen. So they're like suffocating and dying slowly. And then they turn beautiful oranges. So it's just like humans, the poor things are suffering and dying. And we're like, oh, that's so beautiful. So that was always a little weird to me. But, when I take that fact out of my head and I get back into my humanity and deny that that's the reality, fall, That's what you have to do as a human. In order to enjoy the things in life, you have to pretend you don't know that exists. So then you get winter, And I got to be honest. Last year was my first full winter here, back here in like 12 years that I was gone. It's like kind of nice. It's crisp. Oh, when you get that snowfall and everything is just white, and like you go outside. I always say, like, I feel like I'm in a old school freezer. Like in the Honeymooners when they have like the ice box, that was their freezer. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm a little guy, little creature, walking around a little ice box. Like, oh, look at those. Those peas have been here for years. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of vibe. So I love that. And like the sound, everything sounds different because like, I guess like with all the ice and the snow, it captures sound differently. Like it doesn't bounce off things. It's very like, it's just, I don't know. It's just a very, it feels a little isolating. Anyway, that was stupid, but you know what I mean? Like it's very, you get to very introspective. You get to really just like kind of be with you and your own in the winter. So that winter vibe, yeah, it lasts long. And then like by like February, you're kind of like, all right. And then you get those nice like little days that come in. And the sunshine in the winter when it's sunny and it's hitting that beautiful glistening snow. Oh, mwah. It is just when you get the snow on the bare trees. Yeah, I don't love the bare trees. It's funny because when you're in the middle of summer and spring and everything is lush and beautiful and the flowers are, you forget that like, oh shit, 6 months ago, it was freaking bare. Like there was nothing out here. That's the reason I think the sound is different too, because it's just whisking through the bare trees. Like you don't have the leaves to bounce things off. So it's very like you feel like you're in a box, it's interesting. Then you get the spring. I got to be honest with you. I didn't really love the spring. It was moist. It was unpredictable. It was rainy. It was misty. I didn't love it. I'll be honest. I did not love it. The springtime in California, now that is fucking the best. It is perfection. May. I mean, we get June gloom and it gets a little cloudy, but the springtime is a nice season there. Even the fall in LA, or California, is really, really pretty. It's not as pretty as the East Coast falls at all. But, you get like a nice little crisp air. The summertime in California is too much. It's like hot. Like here it was really hot and humid, and it was definitely like, it's a lot. The humidity itself, that moisture, no mas. But in LA and California, the summer, like late summer, like right now, it gets hot as hell. Like September, October, it's hot. So that's too much, but it definitely beats the humidity. I'll be honest with you. The humidity out east here, not a vibe. But anyway, the seasons, you're my shiny crystal, because we have to welcome them and enjoy them. And there really is, you get to change different clothings, like you just get a different vibe. And yeah, I think it's really cool and really sweet. There's something different to offer for it. Being 12 years in California where we didn't get much seasons, you get 2 seasons in California, basically. You have like summer and fall. That's how, like wintertime in California is like fall here. And then summertime in California is like just hot and sunny. It's sunny every day, which is freaking beautiful. It's astronomical to have the sunshine every day. Clouds are not a vibe. Although sometimes a cloudy day at the beach, I love. So yeah, the season's my favorite. Kind of loving it. All right, so, and now we're getting into fall. We get the hoodies, and at nighttime you get a little chilly, but your body has to get used to it. And me being a moon in Pisces, my body gets like, I feel everything. So it's a little rough, but we'll get through it. Even Truth, my dog, the summer was hard for him because it was too hot and too humid. So yeah, he was like, oh, shedding. Anyway. All right, so let's get to our Sign Me Up segment. Today we're talking about Leos. Sign me up. Leo, Leo, Leo. So Leo in a crisis. Why do we want Leo on our side in a crisis? Because shit, they get it done. They are vivacious. They have stamina. They have strength. They literally are the lion. Like they will get it done. They will be there for you if they don't fight with you during it sometimes. Because Leos, sometimes you can't like push them or like they don't want, sometimes they get a little bit like sensitive with things. So it's hard to like give your opinion about stuff. But for the most part, they will get it done. They have great ideas. They're good listeners as well. I find Leos are really good listeners and they're reliable. You can count on them. They like to they're like the Aries. They like to get things. They like to do things. They like to be in control, or they like to lead the way. So They have great hearts. They have huge hearts, very big-hearted people. I love a Leo because they're kind hearts and they're big hearts and their sensitivity. And they're fun, you know? Like, Leos are fun. I always have fun with my Leos. You know, they're fun. They're good times. They're fun to be around. So Leos, definitely you want them on your side in a crisis because they'll keep it fun. That's what I would say. They will keep it fun. They'll keep it exciting. They'll keep it lighthearted when they're not being sensitive. And I think that they're fun. They're witty, the Leos. Leos unhinged in a relationship. Let's see. So why are Leos unhinged in a relationship? Well, because sometimes they give their all when they're in relationships. They have to learn to not lose themselves when they're in a relationship. They can give too much if they're in a relationship. And if the partner is someone who takes advantage of that and doesn't really consider the Leo's life, they will eat it up, the partner. So Leos, that's how they are unhinged in a relationship. They give too much. You have to make sure you're with a partner who is taking you into consideration, taking your life into consideration, 50-50. So when a Leo is in a relationship, they have to check themselves and say, wait a second, am I compromising too much? Am I all about this person? Because that's how a Leo can be. They want to be about that person. They want to do everything they can to make that person happy. But then they forget about themselves. And then later on, it's like, wait, whoa, why did I lose my life? I've done everything for this person. So that's how they could be a little unhinged in a relationship. Because they give too much of themselves in that relationship with their loved one. They have to remember that they deserve the same respect and the same, what's that word when you like compromise? The same compromise. What is Leo's toxic trait? What is Leo's toxic trait? I would say sometimes they can be a little know-it-all or controlling. I would say that would be their toxic trait because I don't think they have many toxic traits. Oh, sometimes they can be a little bit too pompous too. The boy Leos more so than the girls. The boy Leos, very egotistical, and they can be a little bit selfish. Kind hearts still, but the boy Leos can be a little selfish. It really is all about them. And sometimes they have to be taught, like, no, it's not all about you. It's about this person or that person. Not the female Leos, they give themselves too much. But yeah, Leo boys, I would say their toxic trait would be that sometimes it's all about them. And if it's not revolving around them, then they get a little bit like butthurt. But I wouldn't say there's too much toxicity with Leos. Obviously, you know, there's other things that influence toxicity, like trauma or, you know, mental health or whatever. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about their sign. Healing retreat. What would a Leo bring to my healing retreat? Let's see. Well, you know what I would say a Leo would bring, because they're very thoughtful of other people. They would bring things that they know each individual person loves or likes or is into. That's what I would say. I would say, yeah, Leo people would come to the healing retreat and they would bring they would bring games. They would bring games. Yes, that's what it is. Leos love playing things. They would bring games. They would bring like fun times. They would bring things that everyone can do together as a group. Leos would definitely bring games. That's 100% what they would bring. They would bring games and fun activities. Definitely. They're usually the life of the party, or like they know how to get a party going. Definitely would bring games. Shout out to all my Leos. We love you. We appreciate you. You are loved. Think about yourself a little more. Okay. Next, what do we got here? Disney astrology. Belle. Belle, I would say Belle gives me Libra vibes. 100%. Yes. Libra all the way. Belle is such a Libra because it's like, girl, you are in the middle of that drama. Only you could fall in love with a fucking animal. and then wonder why like the whole town is in an uproar. Like, girl, you're in love with a beast. Like, you're in love with a freaking vicious he's like an animal. And then you're like, oh my God, guys, like, why is everyone mad at me? Like, why is everybody coming for us? Like, such a Libra girl thing to do. Like, always, like, she like is, you know, kind and sweet, and she's got the pretty face, and she loves her books, and she's reading, and she's singing to all the villagers, and, you know, and she's just, you know, she's got, of course, you know, Libra woman, she's got the, you know, she can make, you know, the teapots are talking to her and the candles speaking, and she's singing and dancing. Such a Libra. But then she's like, let me go. Get me out of here. I don't want to fucking be here no more. It's like, honey, which one are you? Like, you having fun with all the guests, like all the, you know, all the enchanted objects, and then you're pissed off that you're here. Like, but she charmed him. A Libra woman, she knew how to charm him. But it's just so funny, you know, how she's just like, you know, I want to be with my dad, but fuck him. You know, like she's just, it's very back and forth with the Libra girl. It's very like, I say one thing, but then I'm doing another. You know what I mean? And she's being very like flirty, and she's out in the garden, and, you know, she's like throwing snowballs at the beast, and, you know, just wishy-washy. You know, here, I don't want to be here. Now I'm in this gorgeous ball gown. It's like, girl, where are you? Where are you at? You know? I think like she even kind of like pushed herself there. Like she had no business being in those woods. And her dad even said, don't go near the woods. And of course, she went to the fucking woods. She went flying off the horse. And now you're stuck in the castle, you know, complaining about it. Like, but yet looking gorgeous. Such a Libra, you know, like she's pissed off. She's sad. She's upset. But I'm going to show up to dinner. Top notch, head to toe. Such a Libra girl, you know. She's got the drama. She's trapped in the dungeon, but you bet your ass she's gonna show up to that dinner top notch, snatched, head to toe. She ain't fucking around. She got all her enchanted objects working for her. She is, yeah, Libra head to toe. The beast. Let's see. The beast. What is the beast? I would say, you know, I feel like he's giving me Gemini vibes, because it's like he's another one. That's why that's why they're so good together. The double air. She's the Libra, he's a Gemini. Both of them, they're out of their fucking minds. The both of them. One minute he's like screaming and yelling, I'm pissed off. I want, you know, and then the next thing he's laughing and tickling her, and they're having fun, and, you know, such a Gemini. Like, but like such a Gemini man. Like all he wants, he's like, I just want friends. I just want just to hang out in my castle, you know. He's like, I want to host a dinner. I want to be here, chit-chatting and dancing. You know, he's like a little ballroom dancer. He's got his library. Oh my God. Well, he gave the library to Belle, but he had that library already. He had all these books. Such a Gemini. Geminis love learning about shit. They love information. He is such a Gemini. He's also a Gemini in the way that, like, when they did the transformation, like when he went from the beast and he became the prince, like, he was like, boo, I'm not even that cute. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you thought like he was going to come out like just hot. And he was like, nope, I'm all personality. I'm such a Gemini man. You know, like Gemini guys, they're all personality. They're not, I've yet to meet like the hottest, sexiest Gemini man. Sorry if you're a Gemini man, please don't come for me. But I just, you know, I've never really like met a Gemini man that like I was like ready to die for. And that's how I feel about the beast after his transition. You would thought, you know, he was all this big, vivacious. It's such a Gemini guy thing to do, to look better as the crazy monster. You know, like when he transitioned and he came back as the prince, you were like, ooh, girl, could we reverse this spell? Can we like bring back the hairy, angry guy? Because that was kind of sexy, you know, like, yeah, such a Gemini. Oh my God. Like, you don't know where he's at. Is he having a good day? Is he pissed off today? And typical Gemini guy, he like turned his head. He slammed the door on the ugly witch. He was like, oh, hell no, you look stank and I don't want nothing from you. And then she was like, really? Pow. Now you fucked up. That's such a Gemini thing to do. You know what I mean? Like they're a little bit like shallow. So it's like, she came all ugly and he was like, ooh. Meanwhile, it's like, bro, who are you? You ain't all that. You don't look like, you ain't like, what do you think you got going on here? I wonder what I'm trying to think of like Gemini, like celebrities, like, so I could show you how like, they're not like the hottest things in the world. Jay, Google for me, Gemini, celebrities, Gemini celebrity men. Gemini celebrity men. Yeah, I know Kanye celebrity, not the hottest tool in the shed. What other Gemini celebrities are? Just because I want to show you how they're kind of like, they could be handsome and cute, but you're never like, oh, I'm dying for a Gemini man. I've just never really been like, what celebrity men did you find?
We got Chris Evans, Kendrick Lamar, Johnny Depp, Liam Neeson.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I will say this: Johnny Depp. We have Johnny Depp. Kendrick Lamar. I don't think he's like hot and sexy.
We got Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh yeah, see Neil Patrick Harris. I mean, I'm not trying to like bash. I'm not trying to be like negative about like people's looks, but Neil Patrick. Yeah, even like Johnny Depp. I'll be honest with you. Cute, but like I'm not like dying for Johnny Depp. Like I feel like in Cry Baby, when he licked the window or something, I was a little kid. I was like, oh my God, this man is so hot. But like even him, like I just feel like, yeah, he's cute, he's handsome, but I'm not like dying over him. Neil Patrick Harris, again, not dying. Kanye, not dying over him. Kendrick Lamar, not dying over him. He's a good lyricist, but like, not like the sexiest man in the head. But yeah, even like Chris Evans, cute, but like, well, he's beefy, so that could be very sexy. But yeah, I mean, I'm not like dying over him. Anyway, all right, let's continue. Gaston. Oh my God, Gaston. You want to say, oh, he's a Leo or he's a Aries or no. I think I'm gonna say Gaston's a Taurus, but not like sweet Taurus like me. Like Taurus, like kind of a dick. You know how sometimes you meet those Taurus men that are very full of themselves. They can't take no for an answer. That's, how early in the episode before I talked about how like Ursula is like the bad Scorpio woman, like not like the fabulous, fierce Scorpio woman. She's like the scorned, pissed off Scorpio woman. That's how Gaston is. Gaston is like, he's not the kind, like the very down to earth, sweet Taurus, chill Taurus. No, he's like the dick Taurus, not a good Taurus. He's the bad Taurus. But yeah, he's can't take no for an answer. He's me. He's very like, I'm going to kill the beast because I can't have what I want. He probably doesn't even really want Belle. I feel like Gaston just wants Belle because she don't want him. Such a Taurus boy, like we want what we can't have. I'm the same way with that. I want what I can't have, but I know when to give up. He's the type of Taurus that like, he's probably like Taurus with like Scorpio moon, like he won't give up. He will not stop. He cannot stop. And he's just like, he's loved by the whole town, which is a Taurus quality. Everyone does love a Taurus. Yeah, Gaston is full Taurus. Big, bullish type of body, but it's the me. Not even in the Leo way. It's like in the Taurus way. He's got that big neck. Tauruses are known for their necks. They're very strong necks. Yeah, Gaston is definitely a Taurus. And I hate to say it because I'm not egotistical like him. Or, I know a lot of Tauruses who are not egotistical like him. They're confident. That's what I would say. Tauruses are confident with, themselves, but he's like on another level. He's like an only child Taurus. That's what I would say. He's an only child, like rich, comes from like, he's like a nepotism, that kind of Taurus. Belle's dad, like get it together, Papa. Belle's dad is Aquarius as fuck. Oh my goodness. Belle's dad is such an Aquarius with his little inventions, and his house is a mess, and he don't know where his wife is. He's such an Aquarius, man. His daughter was missing for all these days. He doesn't even realize it. It's like, bro, get your shit together, dude. Like, come like, hello, down to earth. Here we are. Yeah, Belle's dad is Aquarius to the T. Like, and then he's like, I got to go find her. And he's like in the woods. He doesn't even know where the hell he's going. He gets thrown off his little cart. Yeah, no, Belle's dad is like, but that's why he's Aquarius also, because he was ready to give his life for her. He was like, take me, beast, put me in the cage, let my girl go. Like he gave himself for his daughter. That's an Aquarius person. Like they will give themselves if you can get them to the spot. You know, like he's like all over the place. Such an Aquarius, so wacky. Lemure, is that his name? I think, yeah, Lemure. He's the candlestick. I'm going to say Lemure. I feel like Lemure is, what sign is like kind of gay, but they say they're straight? Like that's how Lemure is to me. Like he's like so gay, but like he says he's straight. I feel like he's an Aries, because Aries men, you're kind of like, are you gay? What's the deal? You know, like what's going on? Yeah, he's very, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I'm a little torn on Lemure, to be honest with you. I would say, I want to hear what you guys have to say, actually. That could be fun. Message me on what sign you think Lemure is and why. Because this one I feel like is a little tricky for me, because his personality, he's a little snobbish. So let's see, he's snobbish. He comes off gay, but he's straight. He's a little bitchy. He's never really happy, never satisfied. He knows how to whip up a dinner, and he's very good. He's got his little song going. Yeah, tell me what sign you think he is. I'm still feeling Aries. Because Aries guys, Aries guys, I can't really figure them out. I would say Aries. All right, and then Mrs. Potts and Chip. Oh, they're so freaking cute. Mrs. Potts, I feel like Mrs. Potts is 100% a Capricorn. Like, hands down, I don't even need to think about it. Mrs. Potts is such a Capricorn woman. She's like, she's timeless. She's old-fashioned. She's got her kid right there. She ain't, her kid ain't wandering around on the street. Her kid ain't, crawling on the sidewalk like, where's my son? No, she's got her kid with her. She is a Capricorn woman. She got an old soul, She's very class. She's got class. Yeah, she got class. She got ass. Like that's a Capricorn woman. You ain't messing with Mrs. Potts. Okay, Mrs. Potts, she'll burn your ass with her hot water. She ain't fucking around. And she got her son, and she don't play about her son, Chip. Okay, that little Pisces. He's a Pisces, that one, that's for sure. He's such a little Pisces, little baby, little, oh my goodness. He's such a little sweetheart, and he loves his mama. Yeah, that is a Capricorn woman with her Pisces son, if I ever saw her. 100%. Love it. All right, well, then let's get to our voice note. So, yeah, with that, Beauty and the Beast, please message me. What sign do you think Lemure is? I'm probably not even saying his name right, but that's how I say it. All right, voice note.
So, I am a Libra sun, Libra moon, Gemini rising, and my adult son is an Aquarius sun, Gemini moon, Cancer rising. And we can butt heads. I love him very much, but sometimes we are like oil and water. And being the adult, I would like to do what it takes to smooth out our relationship. So any perspective would be great. Also, sometimes it seems like I just upset him by things I say, which is curious. And I was just wondering if it's something with our signs that aren't meshing. So anyway, yeah, thanks.
All right, well, I'm getting a couple of hits. I was feeling something about his dad. I was feeling something about, there's something like with his father, and again, message me if this makes sense in any way. I'm getting something about like his father and he takes it out on you. Or there's something about him not communicating his feelings about something with his dad, and he's like pointing it at you, and you're kind of like the target on that. And that's why you trigger him, or you seem to trigger him. There's something with the dad that's popping up for me. But as far as astrologically, you are like triple air, first of all. So I think for you, you might have to try to find more groundedness, clearly. And then he's double air, sun and moon, and then his rising is Cancer, which is probably why he's got that sensitivity, and he gets a little bit like biting, a little like crabby, literally. But that double air, it's like the both of you are just like, you're like a hurricane together. You're like a little bit of a tornado. And I would be interested to know what the father, what his signs are, but definitely message me about that. We could chat about that, about the father's role in his life or not in his, or him not being present enough. But there's something with the dad that he's holding on to. This is just an intuitive hit I'm getting. There's something with the dad he's holding on to, and it's coming out towards you. But all that air, that's a lot for the both of you. My goodness gracious. That is a lot. And then for the only and then in the big three, at least, the Cancer rising, it's like all that air and then that emotion, that like, whew. The thing is, I don't feel like he feels like he's being heard. That's what just came to my mind. He don't feel like he's being heard. He doesn't feel like his voice is being heard. He doesn't feel like what he feels is coming across. There might be a thing too where like he reminds you of the father and it irritates you. And that's why there's something with the freaking dad. Please message me about that. We could talk. But yeah, it's all that air, man. That's my biggest issue here for you guys, as far as astrologically. I would say try to listen to him more. That's as I look at the both of you's big three, the thing I keep hearing and seeing is listen. You need to listen. You need to hear his heart. You need to get in touch with his sensitivity. Okay. That's what it's really that simple. I mean, it's not that simple, but like, as far as like the message I'm getting in my head, when I look at the signs here, I just keep hearing he doesn't feel heard. What you both can learn from each other is to value each other's messages, value each other's depth. I think for you you as well, I think that there's a depth in you that you're trying to find as well. That's what I look at the three signs here and I just keep feeling like you're on that journey as well. Maybe you could be on the journey together. I think that could be something cute. Maybe you guys can join this little journey on finding your depths together. Maybe he could help you find your depth as well. All right. So yeah, I look forward to hearing from you about that. Thank you so much. All right, my love. So today's final thought. What did we talk about today? Well, the final thought, get yourself some Chinese Skittles. I mean, shit, man. I mean, get yourself something different. Think outside the box. Try things differently. Go with the flow. Go with the changes. Push yourself to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Push yourself to experience things that you would otherwise look at as uncomfortable. Life is only here consciously one time because some people reincarnate. But for the moment, you're here, for this time. So live it, enjoy it, get in it. Don't hold back. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait till, next year, do it. Just do it. Get it done. Enjoy it. Because winter's going to come, spring's going to come, summer's going to go. And it don't wait for nobody. Okay, my loves? Thank you so much. Reach out. Talk to us online. Send us your voice notes as well. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.